I'm Doug Drillmore.
And this is awesome with headphones. I love it. All right, so we're going to get started off this morning. We've got the rated PG North Stars taking on the Fernie Roller Derby, the Avalanche City Roller Derby Association. So let's just get started with some rosters. So first up, we're going to put up our roster. All right, so actually we're going to get started with Avalanche City.
For Avalanche City, we have number 00 Rogue, number 02 Rex, 1-2 Ms. Grizz, 1-3 Gemma Jamerson, 1-3-0 Dazzler, 2-1 Trip Vicious, number 3 Break of Dawn, number 5-2 Stabby Sharp, number 7 Crack Her Jacks, number 8-3 Meter Maid, and number 88 Dame, number 99 Dread Lex. Your bench staff today for Avalanche City will be their coach Puffy, Vauch, and Keller.
Awesome. All right. Let's get. And up for the rated PG North Stars, we have 1-7 Slama Kendrick, 1-9 Dougie, 2-3 Sista Vibrosis, who actually had an injury yesterday, so I'm not sure if she'll be on the track or on the bench today, but regardless, she is here. We also have 2-7 Amy Grindhouse, 3-6-3 General Carnage, number 5-2 Pandemonia, 6-1 Pixie, 6-7 Flight Risk, 7-2 Captain Chaos, 7-9 Commander Hit Hard, 8-1-7 Malicious, number 9 Misfortunate, number 95 Nandy Corn, and the captain for the rated PG No Stars, and number 96 Hot Mess. On the bench, we'll have Flip, Skimmo, Chris Ordo, Jordan Ingham, and Daniel Tisser.
And we are underway with the first jam of this game. Both jammers trying to fight through, but we have Avalanche City with the lead. Meter Maid coming around, but looks like Nandycorn is also out of the pack. Meter Maid in the pack, picking up points, looking to the jam ref, and she's calling it off for a quick 4-0 to start this game.
All right, Avalanche City's on the scoreboard with 4 points so far. It's been an amazing weekend, this weekend of Derby. We've had a lot of teams come up. We've had a lot of really interesting scores so far. So these two teams, I'm sure, probably see each other quite often as they're both from BC. And so it'll still be really interesting to see what the score will be.
Absolutely. We're getting our second jam underway. We have 5-2 versus 1-2. Ms. Grizz versus Pandemonia. And Ms. Grizz already out of the pack. That two-blocker advantage is really working in her favor. Pandemonia having some trouble at the back, but Ms. Grizz through for 4 already. Looks like Pandemonia is having some trouble on the outside line there. The OPR is checking in with her. She is up and she is back at it. Ms. Grizz coming around for another scoring lap.
And out she goes for her initial pass as Ms. Grizz re-enters on a scoring pass. With a no-pack call, Ms. Grizz puts her hands to her hips, bringing that jam to an end. She's got 2 points on the board for that scoring pass, bringing the score to 10-0 for the Avalanche City with 28 minutes left in this half.
So far in this game, Avalanche City 10 to North Stars 0. But I think North Stars are going to start making some big moves if they can stay out of the penalty box.
Absolutely. So on the line, we have number 79, Commander Hit Hard, who played extremely well yesterday for the North Stars. And then we've got number 48, I believe. What's that, 88? Dame as the jammer for Avalanche City. And a successful star pass for Avalanche City. And I believe that's Jenna Jamerson as the new jammer, number 13. Yep. North Stars jammer re-enters on the inside line of corner 2. And we've got 4 points on the board for the North Stars. Jenna Jamerson gets out on 4 points as well.
Schemo, their coach, signaling to continue this jam. They North Stars want to put some points on the board. PG really wants to catch up in this game.
Both jammers exiting the pack on corner 3 as the pack comes to a quick stop on corner 1.
This is a great tactical choice to pull this jam long because it means that they'll be able to force some mistakes possibly on the other jammer, but they're in control of this jam the whole time. After a star pass, you know that that's not a primary jammer, that's a pivot. So hopefully your jammer will be able to score more points.
So the pack speed has been, it's been fast and slow all at the same time. And I think both teams are capitalizing on the speed that they need for what they want out of the jam. So that is really nice to see.
Yeah, we end this one 12-12 for Avalanche City and the North Stars, bringing the total game points 22-12. It's no change in the plus minus, but Avalanche City, North Stars just showing that they can put points on the board too.
On the line for Avalanche City, we have number 83, Meter Maid, up against number 95, Nandicorn, the captain of the North Stars. Meter Maid gets out on that hot spot to get lead. Oh no, she is called on a penalty, a forearm penalty. So North Stars will have their very first power jam of the game.
Ooh, let's see if this is where the North Stars catch up. Quick juke to the outside. Oh, and she squeaks on past.
I love those toe stop runs. They're my favorite to watch. It's so impressive to watch. It's one thing I just can't do. So to see so many people do it, it's just so impressive.
I'm loving the communication between the jammer and the offense right now.
Oh, big offensive sweep by North Stars to try to get Nandicorn out.
Yeah, now they pull off. Perfect on that inside.
Nandicorn with 8 points on the board so far, as Meter Maid returns from the penalty bench, or for the penalty box.
Still on her initial pass, remember.
Nandicorn fighting those blue blockers. Push to the outside on the straightaway, as Meter Maid is fighting the very last white blockers at the very front to complete her initial pass. Nandicorn being pushed to the outside as Meter Maid re-enters on a scoring pass. North Stars are going to run it to try to put as many points on that board as possible.
Coming around, only 21 seconds left in this jam, but it looks like North Stars are greedy for some more points. Let's see how many points are left in this jam.
The pack picks up speed on corner 4, and Meter Maid with a big shirt whip from a friend, and it gets pushed to the outside as Nandicorn re-enters the pack on her scoring pass as well. And the jam comes to its natural end, the first full jam we've had so far of this game. And North Stars with a huge, huge jam, putting 16 points on that board, knocking so much lead from the Avalanche City. So they're doing great to just knock down that lead from Avalanche City.
Absolutely, a 2-point game. We're back in it. Slight blocker advantage for North Stars in this. But we got 5-2 Pandemonia up against Ms. Grizz again. No? Yeah, Ms. Grizz again for Avalanche City. Ms. already out of the pack and coming up on her first scoring pass. Fighting hard against a tripod of North Stars blockers. Gets by on the outside. Calls it off. She's fine with just 4 points.
You know, you only need 1 point to win. So, you know, when you get 4, you're like, okay, cool, we're good. We're good. Let's start over. Do it again.
Do it again. Just 1 point.
Right?
1 point at a time.
Yeah, that's right. So as you know, we're on day 3 of this tournament. So everybody here is currently playing their 3rd game of the tournament. What I'm impressed with right now is that the athleticism on the track right now is surprising, because they don't seem very tired yet.
It does not look like day 3
No,
to me
no.
out there.
Like-
I just played a game and I felt like day 3.
Yeah. Yeah. So the athleticism on the track this weekend has been really exceptional, and to see all these players play at this level on this slippery floor and still have all the energy in the bucket that they've got is really, really impressive to watch.
Ooh, Meter Maid was lead, but now she's getting called off for a cut the track penalty, going to the sin bin. Miss Fortitude actually received a star pass on the North Star side, also getting called off the track for a penalty. We are getting a classic jammer do-si-do in the box. Meter Maid is back out on the track. This jam will run the full 2 minutes.
Oh, we've got a jammer penalty for the rated PG North Stars. Misfortunate. Yeah. So the pack picks up speed coming around corner 2 as Meter Maid exits on a first scoring pass. We've got a power jam for the Avalanche City. Big offensive pinch there on the straightaway, getting Meter Maid out for another scoring pass for 4 more points.
Big offensive rush coming in here on the inside, but North Stars are able to hold that inside line and send Meter Maid back off the track. Whereas North Stars jammer, Miss Fortunate, is back on the track. Oh, but back off for a 3rd penalty this jam. That's gotta hurt.
Yeah, it was a forearm call. So I've noticed this weekend, specifically probably because the floor is quite slippery.
It is.
A lot of jammers are wanting to just kind of hold on to get around because they're slipping out, and it's not uncommon. So there's been a lot of forearm calls on jammers this weekend due to the floor being so slick, I think.
Absolutely.
Well, at least that's my theory.
Yeah, no, it is absolutely accurate. I was out there doing it. And so were you last night.
Yeah.
That was a wonderful game.
Thanks.
So we're going to have Miss Fortunate starting in the box for North Stars. Avalanche City coming together. There's an official review in the middle. Graffi has a microphone, so we will hear straight from him what the result of that's going to be. In the meantime, let's hear a message.
All right, so we were just looking at some of the stats out there, and Meter Maid scored 129 points in her game yesterday. So scoring a majority of the points for Avalanche City, Meter Maid has had a very good weekend.
Oh, absolutely. 129 points. That's incredible for a single game.
The official review is by the white team. They're would like us to look at the forearm call of their jammer currently serving a penalty. They believe there was insufficient impact to warrant a penalty. We will review.
All right, so we'll wait to hear the outcome of that particular review.
That's a really great challenge. Keep in mind that jammer is actually a pivot, so not one of their primary jammers. Getting them out of the box to start this next jam will be a big benefit to the North Stars.
Absolutely, absolutely. So on the track, we have a lot of people that help make this possible. We have our stripes out on the track, keeping us all safe and in line. And so all of our refereeing crews are all
The officials have
named.
reviewed the action. We believe there was sufficient impact on that forearm to warrant a penalty. The penalty stands. White does not retain their official review for the first half.
There we go. So there's the call. And so Graffi is part of the Wonder Bread crew. Yeah, they're all named after bread. So Graffi, Pete, Sparkle, Pam, Izzy, Whistles, and Scooby are your stripes out there for you for this game.
Power jam start for Avalanche City. Ms. Grizz is a jammer that they put out, and she is already out of that pack. Ooh, and drew 2 penalties while doing it. That means she only has 2 to contend with out here, and that penalty box is looking rather full.
Oh, huge sweep from Avalanche City's blockers to get their jammer through on corner 1. North Stars are doing their best to manage the pack itself. Misfortunate returns to the track as the jammer for the North Stars takes them by surprise and gets out nearly on the straightaway, but is taken back by Jenna Jammer. A little bit of a collision there with her own blocker, trying to get back on the track.
Avalanche's tripods really showing that, giving some tough effort, but the star pass looks like it is complete to 27. Amy Grindhouse is now your jammer for the North Stars. Spinning past and skating backwards at the front of that pack. She doesn't want to jam though, she wants to play defense. And she's actually running it back.
Ms. Grizz out on another scoring pass on corner 4 as Amy Grindhouse is fighting those blockers trying to get through on a scoring pass.
So what looks like happened is actually Misfortunate had an illegal star pass and is in the box as the jammer. Amy Grindhouse is just holding that helmet cover for her. So she is not the jammer.
Oh, good
So
eye.
she has dropped it, and now Misfortunate has picked it back up. Now they have either the opportunity to get Misfortunate out as the jammer or try to complete that pass again.
Oh, and Misfortunate will go back to the penalty box with the star in hand as the jammer for the North Stars. All right, so Misfortunate is in the penalty box for a forearm penalty, which is unfortunate.
It's been a tough string of jams for the North Stars. Let's see if they can't get one of their primary jammers out as pivot and get that cover into their hands.
Yeah, sometimes you kind of get into this like never-ending cycle of just penalty box issues, and it can kind of spiral. And the important part is to just kind of hunker down, just breathe through it, reset yourself, and come up with a plan and just execute it. You need to be clean, get back out there, get your jammer back out there, and I think that's what North Stars are about to do.
Yep, we got a team timeout right now, which I think is very warranted for the North Stars.
Absolutely.
Where's these reads?
All right, so let's just take a moment just to talk about our sponsors. Girls on Track Foundation. How would your life look if you played roller derby as a young girl? Help provide a positive culture of participation, fun, and empowerment for girls by supporting Girls on Track. girlsontrackfoundation.org.
Okay, it looks like we're about to get back underway for Jam 7. That's been an eventful 7 jams.
It has been, and we've only like barely reached the halfway point of this half. So
Dame out there for Avalanche City, fighting almost uncontested, and she makes it out for lead jam on this string of power jams that Avalanche City has been able to produce.
So on the track, as a blocker, we have Amy Grindhouse, number 27 from the North Stars, with the pivot. So I'm thinking we might get a star pass here.
Absolutely,
But
it was
we'll
Amy
see.
Grindhouse who was out last jam as the pivot as well. It's interesting to double shift them.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just have that strong pivot who's going to make it through each time and is, you know, your best at receiving those passes and then bursting out of the pack, getting the jam called off, and getting your reset back on the bench.
And speaking of Amy Grindhouse, she just pushed the Avalanche jammer out to the outside. And with that star off the helmet, the chaos happened, and Misfortunate is out on her initial pass.
Oh, I'm sure she's happy to hear those 4 whistles.
Absolutely. All right, on the line we have a common matchup that we've had so far. We have Nandy Korn, number 95, the North Stars captain, up against number 83, Meter Maid for Avalanche City. North Stars will start with only 3 blockers on the track.
Nandy Korn jumping all around, but Avalanche City blockers being able to come back on her and maintain position. Some offense looking to get her out, but Meter Maid is already in the pack. Oh, a big hit from 363.
General Carnage from Northstars on Meter Maid. We have a successful star pass again to Amy Grindhouse on the Northstars.
That's the third jam in a row that Amy Grindhouse has been out.
Yeah. That's okay. They'll just put her out there for all the time.
That's right. Hey,
Just
sometimes
play
you
it.
have that blocker that who can do it.
You know, it's really impressive the athleticism out there, and I always praise those people, like the skaters that can skate and skate and skate and skate. So it's really impressive to watch.
Well, these two teams are from the mountains. I imagine there's a fair bit of mountaineering and high altitude training involved.
Absolutely, yeah. I'd like to spend a week there and just train. Wouldn't that be awesome? Okay, I want to be like you when I grow up, so could we just do what you do? Right?
Okay, we got Ms. Grizz out versus Pandemonia. Oh, Ms. Grizz on the inside. Her lead percentage has been very high this game. Looking for another pass. And that's Amy Grindhouse. Finally completed a star pass. I'm sure she feels good about that.
Absolutely.
Maybe Coach Schemo said you have to stay out there until you complete a star pass.
Yeah. All right, with a no pack call, we've got a few of the Avalanche blockers going to the penalty box on that one. So let's just kind of get a bit of a roundup here. Avalanche City is sitting, oh, hey, we have a we almost had a palindrome. It was there for a second.
Ooh, yep.
So it was 82-29 so far, Avalanche City taking the lead with 13 minutes left on the clock for this half. Avalanche City will start with 2 blockers in the penalty box, I believe. Is there 2? No, there's only one.
Number 3.
And Northstars will start with a full strength of blockers. Amy Grindhouse going in for a little bit of water. She's like, guys, it just needs just a little water.
Okay, starting up Jam 10, we have number 88 versus 79. So Commander hit hard for Northstars.
And Dame
And
from
Dame.
Avalanche City. Oh, we've got a little bit of a fall there as Jenny Jamerson takes the floor. Ms. Grizz fighting those white blockers to get through at the very back. As the Northstars jammer gets out on corner 2 as your lead jammer, the first lead jam they've had, and I think 4 or 5 jams at least.
It has been a long time, and I'm sure they're happy to hear those 2 whistles.
And on the inside line, Northstars jammer gets out, putting 4 points on that board. Number 79, Commander hit hard. So I had the pleasure of announcing one of the Northstars games yesterday, and Commander hit hard played extremely well in that game as well. Her hits are hard. Like, her name is so well suited for her.
Ooh, but Dame pulling it through ahead. Oh, but receives a penalty.
It's a cut track penalty on
cut
that
track
inside.
penalty.
So that little hoppity hop on her toe stops must have hopped on the inside.
Yeah, and this is why when you're behinds like Northstars are, you have to pull these jams long. You have to look for these opportunities to present themselves and put that pressure on the team who's ahead.
Jenna Jamerson with like a straightaway one-footed apex weird. That was amazing.
Oh, it was beautiful. I can't believe she stayed in and ran the jammer back like
I
that.
know. How did she do that?
So this time Northstar is starting on the power jam.
So we've seen a lot of different strategies here for power starts. There's been some passive ones with the run back.
Yep.
And then there's been some real contact ones with some sweeps and like one-on-one hitting.
Oh, this is going to be a big inside sweep once we see it.
Yeah, they're waiting for it.
But first, Nandicorn's got to push them
push,
up
and
and
we've got
then
a
not
sweep,
engage
and
too.
away she goes. Yeah, so close.
But a couple Avalanche blockers jump out ahead.
There we go.
But
And
not enough for Nandicorn.
No. But the maintenance of keeping the offensive going right through till corner 1 got her out there on the apex, and that was a really nice play.
Absolutely, and the delay that it caused allowed Dame to get out and through the pack through that same chaos. So she's also on a scoring lap.
Meter Maid is out as the pivot for the Avalanche City blockers. Nandicorn on the inside and out for 4 more points. As Dame runs down that outside line with 4 points as well.
Remember, Dame started this jam in the box, so she's already a jam in, and as a jammer, that can be very exhausting. I see the wisdom in keeping this jam going. See, she can make mistakes just like that one and almost get a cut track.
Yeah. You know, I really appreciate the newest rule set with the opportunity to fix your mistake when it comes to cut tracks.
Oh, to see the cut. Unfortunately,
Oh,
Nandicorn did not see that cut, and she is going to the penalty box. Power jam for Dame.
She's done well so far to score 4 points.
Big hit on the outside is cycling her all the way back. This jam only has 20 seconds left, but I'm sure she wishes it was fewer.
Amy Grindhouse has that last blocker at the back for Northstars, putting some pressure on that jammer. Now she's going to join her line as a blocker. Nandicorn returning from completing her penalty, and that jam comes to its natural end with Avalanche City nearly passing the century mark.
12-6 for Avalanche City on that jam. 9 minutes left in the period.
Currently sitting at 99-43 for Avalanche City. So Avalanche City is holding on to their lead, and they're holding on to it tightly. All right, on the line for Avalanche City, we've got Ms. Grizz, number 12, up against number 52, Pandemonia. We've got 80 wheels on the track for the start of this jam, which is the first time in a while.
Both jammers pushing really hard. It's a big cluster of skaters out there, but it looks like Ms. Grizz is able to push the hardest and get out for lead jam.
Northstars with a successful star pass. Number 363 is their new jammer, General Carnage. General Carnage is pushing hard on that tripod at the front, gets out on her initial pass at the apex of corner 3 and 4. Ms. Grizz taking a peek at the opposing jammer to see where they are, calling it with 4 points on the board. So Avalanche City takes the lead, or maintains their lead, passing that century mark. And we've got 8 minutes left in this half. You know, actually, this is probably one of the highest scores I've seen this weekend of the games that I've announced so far.
Yep.
A lot of games have actually stayed really low in points in the first half, like less than 70 points sometimes.
Very defensive derby we've seen this weekend, and that's the way that derby's going in general, which I think is really positive.
Absolutely. And it makes for a really amazing derby to watch.
Yeah.
All right, on the line, we've got number 79, Commander Hit Hard for the Northstars. And for Avalanche City,
It's meter maid.
and look at those tripods.
Oh, we are 30 seconds into this jam, and no signs. Commander Hithard just pushed the entire tripod past the other one. That is one hell of a drive.
Yeah. So on our team, we call our tripod tight pods. And those were tight pods. That was like,
Oh, yeah.
that was like picturesque tight pods.
Oh, but this one's a little bit open. Meter maid finding an opening. Some multiplayers being called. She's challenging those connections, and a quick whip
Nice.
gets her out. I love when I'm right at the front of the pack, and that one teammate's just there with that arm, and you're like, yes!
Like you were there. I needed you so bad. All right, Amy Grindhouse reaching for that star to complete that initial pass. We've got a high block call on Amy Grindhouse, and she'll go to the penalty box, I believe, as the jammer.
As the jammer, yeah, that start pass did look legal and complete, so
There you go.
we have only 2 blockers, I guess
We've got 3.
3 blockers now officially out on the track for Northstars. 4 now. Ooh, an apex jump gets meter maid through the pack for 4 more points.
So Avalanche City is capitalizing on this little bit of a split pack here. They've got 2 Northstars at the back, 2 Northstar blockers at the front. They've also sent an offensive blocker at the front to kind of play with those 2 blockers at the front, and it's really paying off for Meter Maid.
Absolutely, yeah. Meter Maid says, I will block one-on-one with you all day. And she does for 16 points to nothing on that jam.
Great jam. All right, we're down to our last 5 minutes of this half. And on the line, North Stars captain Nandy Korn, number 95, will take the line as the jammer. Number 12, Ms. Grizz for Avalanche City.
Jam is underway.
Ms. Grizz takes the outside and then is pushed to the inside as Nandy Korn is fighting those lines to get through. Man, those tight pods.
Yeah, real dynamic too. I mean, those jammers are pulling them all the way from the inside to the outside lines. And they're staying and maintaining those tight formations. That's really impressive laterals, both by the jammers and the blockers.
Yeah, absolutely. Ms. Grizz fighting those last blockers at the front. Completes her initial pass as your lead jammer. Nandy Korn hit to the inside. Oh, I wasn't sure what that was going to be, but it turned out to be nice and clean. So we've got an initial pass completed by Nandy Korn. Ms. Grizz is doing her best to try to call it off.
It is sometimes tough on the floor, especially after a big tumble, like what just happened at the back of that pack.
Yeah, with a lot of blockers
lots of line of sight blocking, yeah. Starting up jam 15, we have Dame versus
Pandemonium. We've got some 3-on-3 derby happening here with each team serving a penalty. Pandemonium is pushed to the outside and brought all the way to the jammer line, while the North Stars do their best to put some offensive pressure on the Avalanche blockers to get her out. Big apex jump for Avalanche City's jammer to get 4 points. I think she was surprised. Did you see the look on her face? She was like, oh my God.
Like, I did it. I landed it on this slippery floor.
Amazing.
A big hit at the back of the back. Let's see how many points she picked up for that. Just the one, but she will take it for a total of.
Should be. I'm thinking
so
it
4
would
to
be
1.
5. Yeah. Maybe
this
she only
jam.
scored 4. Maybe she only scored 3 points on her first pass.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe there was a no pass, no point. We were too awed by that apex jump.
That's right.
Oh my gosh! We
Just
totally
seeing
missed.
stars.
Yeah. Oh, we've got a team timeout call.
In this team timeout, let's give a shout out to Rydell. Rydell Skates has skates you'll love. From entry level to elite, their skates offer the latest design and materials for a perfect fit and peak performance. RydellSkates.com. I'm currently skating on a pair of Rydell Solaris skates, and
Me
they
too.
are wonderful.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with them. They're nice and light, and they fit my feet really, really well. Yeah, I've been really impressed with them. So heading down to the last 3 minutes of this game, we should just remind you who we are, because I'm sure if you've caught on here late, I'm Clumsy Lover.
And I'm Doug Drillmore.
And we both play roller derby too, which is super exciting. So we've done a lot this weekend. And but what's really awesome is to have both perspectives as a player and as an announcer, and it gives us a really fun perspective, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Clear box. We got everyone out on the track. Big split in the pack so far. Correctly called as a split pack. But we are back together. No jammers out, which is rare for a split pack.
Yeah, there you go.
Until now, where we have Meter Maid coming out and Nandy Korn close behind her. This, I think, is our closest jammer race that we've seen so far this game.
Absolutely, and they are literally racing around that track. That's the fastest I've seen anybody this weekend. Wow.
We got a quick update on the top point scorers from each team. From Avalanche, number 83, has scored 42 points.
So meter maid, yep.
Yep, number 12
Ms. Grizz.
is Ms. Grizz with 37 points, and 88 Dame with 41 points.
And then for the North Stars, we've got number 79, Commander Hithard, has 20 points. Number 95, Nandicorn, the captain, has 21 points. And number 52, Pandemonia, has got 2 points on the board.
Ooh. Well, those were a hard-fought 2 points, I'm sure.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Oh, but in the box right now is Ms. Grizz giving Commander Hithard a power jam.
Oh, Commander Hithard hits that pack at full speed, and it's like a wall.
Yeah, they're really supporting each other out there.
North Stars are doing their best to hold one of the Avalanche blockers at bay.
But now we've flipped up and have transitioned into some full-on offense, looking for an off sweep. Back to Goating. Number 99 for Avalanche City also going to the box. And Commander Hithard finally out of the pack. Ms. Grizz close behind her, though. Commander Hithard looking at only 2 opposing blockers and makes it through right in the middle of their connection. Those blockers have passed back to offense now. And it looks like, yeah, Ms. Grizz makes it out at the front of that pack.
Commander Hithard returns to the track and is pushed out to the outside, brought all the way back to corner 2. Puts her hands to her hips to call it. We've got 8 points on the board. Oh, no, we've got 8 to 12. So North Stars did well to capitalize on that power jam, putting an extra 4 points on the board to the Avalanche City's jammer. Wow, we're down to like the last 12 seconds of this half.
Yeah.
That
Your
happened
stats for lead jam for the period: North Stars with 4 and Avalanche with 13. So you can see there how it's reflected in the score. But I mean, to be perfectly frank, North Stars are doing really well given that lead percentage.
Yeah. Pandemonia took a nice shirt whip from her blocker and exits as your lead jammer for North Stars, as number 88 Dame is still fighting the white blockers, trying to get through on that corner 1.
Cut the track being called.
And Avalanche City has a successful star pass. So our new jammer is Jenna Jamerson. And Pandemonia is fighting those last 2 Avalanche blockers at the front of the pack to score her points. Big apex jump from Jenna Jamerson going through, scoring 4 points.
I do love it when a pivot comes out, puts that star on, and says, you know what, I'm going to jam so hard right now, you will not expect it.
Yeah. Big hit, Jammer Jamerson hits the North Stars wall and gets out for 4 points. Pandemonia still fighting at the back there on corner 2.
Oh, Jenna Jamerson comes in, hits the wall deep, but they do not move. Gets cycled to the outside.
Nice. Jammer Jamerson exits on corner 4 for 4 points. And Pandemonia comes in as a surprise, gets through for 4 more points with a little hop over the apex. Let's see what we've got for points here. I think we're even, but... So that's the highest scoring jam so far, I believe.
Yeah, 24 points in total on that jam. What a great way to end the period. That was exciting.
Yeah, so recap, Avalanche City has taken the lead at 149 points to 69 to the North Stars. And so we're going to take an intermission right now, but we'll see you back in about 14 minutes. I'm Clumsy Lover.
And I'm Doug Drillmore.
And we'll see you on the flip side. All right, welcome back. We are game 2 of day 3 of the 2019 Flat Track Fever Roller Derby Tournament, a WFTDA recognized tournament, which is the first ever. Super, super exciting. Dev and his group have worked tirelessly to make that happen, and we are so, so grateful. So let's have a quick recap of the action that happened in the very first half. We have a few penalty heavy blockers, which happens. It's all good. It's all good. It's part of the game. Northstars have a couple of blockers sitting at 4 penalties so far, and Avalanche City has done well to stay clean with only a single blocker at 4 penalties. Yeah. We've got a lot of other stats here that we can just kind of go over.
I think one of the most interesting ones that came out for me is the power jams. Each team has had 5 power jams, but there's a big difference in the point spread between how many points each has picked up. Avalanche, in their 5 power jams, picked up 54 points, averaging just over 10 points per power jam, whereas Northstars only got 15, so just 3 points per power jam. It's a massive difference.
And talking about jamming, the lead jam differential between Northstars and Avalanche City, Northstars have had 3 lead jam statuses to Northstars 3 to 11 for the Avalanche City. So, and it's noticeable in the score. All right, so if you're just joining us now, I'm Clumsy Lover.
And I'm Doug Drillmore.
And you've got us for another 30 minutes.
We're about a minute off to roller derby, but I already see the teams up there and lined up. We got 83 Meter Maid looking to jam for Avalanche City.
So let's just talk a little bit about these teams. They've both come from quite far away when it comes to driving distance. So the Rated PG Northstars came from Prince George, northern capital of BC. They're a team who always try to have fun and stay classy. When they aren't on the track, you can find the Northstars on their local CrossFit gym practicing medieval fighting or fawning over cute dogs and cats. That's adorable. I love that.
And the Fernie Roller Derby League Avalanche, their tagline is "Welcome to a new era of Avalanche City Roller Derby." And this jam is underway. We have Nandicorn for the Northstars and Meter Maid for Avalanche City. Both jammers having trouble with the tripods at the back. Nandicorn's able to knock one down, but they reset. Meter Maid is out with lead. And a very fast star pass. That is by far the fastest star pass we've had maybe this tournament. That was off the head and into the Bivets' hands.
Yeah.
Has put General Carnage coming around the corner fast. Meter Maid calls it off before she can score any points. Quick 4-0 to start this period.
Yeah, those star passes are so crucial. And if you could do them like in a split second, everybody misses it, and now you're scoring points. So.
Finishing off the FDRL Avalanche page. After more than 2 years of discussion, brainstorming, sketching, designing, and executing, they proudly present Avalanche.
All right, on the line we have number 12 for Avalanche City, Ms. Grizz, to number 52 Northstars, Pandemonia. We've got an official timeout here. And the blocker in the penalty box, I believe that's Jenna Jamerson, number 13.
Yep,
yeah, Jenna Jamerson will serve an additional penalty.
For misconduct.
Yeah.
But this jam's underway, and we got Ms. Grizz up against
Pandemonia. All right, Pandemonia is out, not as the lead jammer. Ms. Grizz is fighting those white blockers, trying to get by at the very front of the pack, pushing on that outside line. Amy Grindhouse fighting Ms. Grizz. Man, that pack definition is pretty tight there. Getting stretched out. We've got some help by Jenna Jamerson, who has now returned to the track from the penalty box.
Ooh, the foot goes out on the outside, but everyone's reset in front, trying to push that offense.
The North Stars are doing well to waterfall to stay in front of that jammer. Amy Grindhouse pushes Ms. Grizz to the outside for a toe off the track, brings her all the way back to corner 4.
Really dynamic play out of those fourth blockers who aren't part of the tripod. Transitioning from pack definition to offense to counter offense to like doing a bit of defense when they need to get that extra catch. It's a really tough position to play, but both teams are doing it very well right now in this jam.
The North Stars did really well to maintain Ms. Grizz within their pack, even though they kind of like went around the Avalanche City blockers. It was textbook blocking there for a bit.
And it shows with such a low-scoring jam. Ms. Grizz finally out, getting another 4 points.
And we've got a new jammer for the North Stars, number 363, General Carnage.
Oh,
go ahead.
She's taken a pass before, and she's looking to score.
And that star puts 3 points on the board for the North Stars. Avalanche City with a huge jam. They've put 12 points on the board for that second jam of the half.
Starting up jam 3, we're going to have Dame versus Commander Hit Hard.
I feel like we lost a jam.
Yeah,
I
there
don't know
we
where
go.
that first one go. There we go.
Dame out quick. Dame is being very high with her lead percentage.
All right. Commander Hit Hard is pushing those last few blockers at the front, pushing the pack to its very limits. Those last 2 blue blockers are out of play, giving Commander Hit Hard her initial pass. Dame looks over and says, nah, no points for you. Not today.
Well, when you have a commanding lead like this, it's important to just control the game, stay up ahead. You want to make sure that the jams are short and you're not taking any unnecessary risks out there on the track.
Yeah. There's 2 sides to the coin. There's the clock, that if you're ahead, you want to kind of run it down. But on the flip side, you don't want to be just handing out points like they're, Halloween candy, right?
Absolutely.
And Meter Maid is out on corner 2 as your lead jammer, while Nandy Corn is fighting on the inside line of corner 2. He's pushed all the way back to corner 1. She re-enters to complete her initial pass, takes the inside line just in front of Meter Maid, but is sent to the penalty box on a
back block.
So with the newest rule set, the back block penalty has actually changed a little bit, and I've noticed it in gameplay so far. Now a back block is basically just any contact that has
Forceful contact.
Right, forceful contact to the back. So before it had to have impact, or a skater had to like move or fall down, but now it's any forceful contact, and it's a back block. So you got to look for those legal hitting zones.
Yeah, absolutely. But Nandy Corn is back out from her penalty. Meter Maid pushing up against that front tripod. Oh, finds an opening with that penalty being called on the North Star pivot. And Nandy Corn fighting, looking for her own opportunity. Finds it on the outside with a quick double skip. Ooh, quick juke back to the inside and then taking the outside. Gives Meter Maid her final pass here. 4 more points for a total of 20 on this jam.
All right, we've got 23 minutes left on the clock. On the track, we've got number 52, Pandemonia for the North Stars, up against Ms. Grizz, number 12 for the Avalanche City Roller Derby.
Both jammers knocked.
Go, you
Both
go for it.
jammers knocked to their respective lines. But Ms. Grizz has forced a multiplayer block on 6-1, so she gets out and she gets lead. No pack is called, and that's how Pandemonia gets out of the fray.
That's the favorite free pass for a jammer, is that no pack.
Just don't hit anyone.
Yeah. So Avalanche City has had 6 power jams this game and have scored 62 points.
Yeah, that's maintaining that 10-1, or sorry, like 10 points per power jam ratio that they were doing in the first period as well. That's a fantastic stat. I wish I got 10 points every time I had a power jam.
Right? Yeah. Well, how do you do that? I want to do that when I grow up. All right, on the line we've got number 88 Dame for Avalanche City, and Commander Hithard exits at the front of the pack for your lead jammer for the North Stars. Big smile on her face, well deserved.
Oh, she is excited. She is getting into the pack, and boom, there's some points. Knocking people down. She cannot be stopped.
We have a penalty.
Except by a high block? Yeah,
Commander
except
hit
by
her.
a high block.
Yeah, so Avalanche City will have a power jam. So North Stars have done really well to really drain these power jams so far. And their waterfalling and bridging is really exceptional to watch.
Losing a blocker during power jam is harsh. Ooh, a beautiful team coordinated inside sweep. Gets Dame out. Scoring 4 points so far. Pack is starting moving. They don't want to be on that apex. Dame comes by, quick hit, and through on the inside.
Commander Hithard is now back on the track after serving her 30 seconds.
And is trying to get through again. That same ferocity we saw before. Let's see if she can push through this time.
We've got 26 seconds left on this jam so far. Commander Hithard has 2 last blockers to get past on the inside and is denied. The pack is settled on the apex at corner 3 and 4. As Commander Hithard is trying so hard to fight that last blue blocker. And the jam comes to an end. And we've got a team timeout called by the rated PG North Stars. Ooh, man, it's an exciting game. It's a really exciting game to watch. I don't know if you guys are on your seats, but I sure am.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's just take a minute and give some huge thank yous to the people who helped put this all together. So if you're enjoying your time at Flat Track, please help us extend a warm thanks to tournament hosts Calgary Roller Derby and Chinook City Roller Derby. The 8th annual Flat Track Fever is co-hosted by those 2 leagues this year. And Chinook City is Calgary's only co-ed roller derby league. So check them out at chinookcity.ca. We also have a hashtag for this weekend. Did you know that?
I actually did not know that. What is the hashtag for this weekend?
It's hashtag FTF 2019.
Ooh, that's clean.
I know, right? Hashtag. It's awesome.
Is there also a hashtag AWFTDA recognized tournament?
I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, there
that
is
would
now.
Be a good one. Yeah, you just did one. We're just making up our own hashtags.
It's fun.
Yeah.
You can write whatever you want.
Hashtag Derby.
Boom.
Hashtag Love Derby.
Big one.
Yeah.
Okay, timeout's over. We have Meter Maid versus Nandycorn. Oh, Nandycorn going from line to line to line. Finally finds that offense. Times it correctly. Ooh. But 1-3 is able to knock her out. And meanwhile, Meter Maid up on the outside for a lead. Coming around looking for points.
So both of these jammers have had huge weekends. They've both scored an exceptional amount of points for their teams. Meter Maid came into this game having scored something like 120 points or more already just in this tournament.
Well, that was in the one game alone.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Which is incredibly impressive.
Yeah. So, yeah, to put them both against each other, I think is a good matchup.
Absolutely.
All right, on the line, we have a common matchup that we've had so far this game. We have number 52, Pandemonia, up against number 12, Ms. Grizz for Avalanche City.
Oh, quick official timeout called. Just looking to get the refs into position to make sure that we're all on the same page before we start the next jam.
All right, both jammers with patience at the back, and now they hit the pack hard. Northstars did their best to get their jammer out with some offensive pressure, but Pandemonia is pushed to the outside as Ms. Grizz exits on corner 1 as your lead jammer. Pandemonia with a big run down the inside line.
She sees her lead and her line and gets the no pass, no points to get out.
Yeah, that was tight. I really wasn't sure what was going to happen there. She went down that line and her toe went out, and I wasn't sure, but I guess that the blocker that hit her must have fallen down, or gone out.
We've seen some real diversity on the jam line so far from Northstars. They've actually fielded 5 different jammers this game, not to mention all the pivots that have been taking the star, whereas Avalanche has stayed to a tight 3-jammer rotation. Commander Hithard, one of our primary jammers for the Northstars, is out on the line versus Dame again.
Yes, they did.
Hithard going line to line, getting some good offense by 1-9. Dougie.
Yeah. All right, both jammers, one behind the other with Avalanche City with the lead. All right, Avalanche City enters. Oh, we had some jammer on jammer. We missed it. All right, so Northstars jammer, Commander Hithard, hit the Avalanche City jammer out on corner 2, forcing a call-off, which is an extremely smart move on a jammer's part.
I love when the jammers remember that they can hit too.
Yeah, they're like, hey, wait, I'm going to hit you. I'm going to hit you. I love it. All right, so it appears that Nandicorn and Meter Maid are doing about a 3-jammer rotation at the moment. They're back out on the track against each other. Oh, and Meter Maid goes to the penalty box on I think it was a back block.
So it's a power jam for Northstars. Not wasting any time, Nandicorn is out with lead, giving an indication to her back that she's going to keep this jam going and that she wants some offense.
There we go.
Skipping a jump on the outside.
All right, Avalanche City is actually set up at the very back for defense, as the Northstars are set up at the front for offense. Meter Maid is back on the track after serving her 30-second penalty, and Northstars jammer Nandicorn will go to the penalty box on a forearm call. So we've got a switch out for power jams.
Yeah, this is unfortunate for the Avalanche or the Northstars to lose that lead. It was their first lead in this second half.
Wow, 10 jams. Right, Avalanche City is putting some offensive pressure. Picks the inside out for Meter Maid as she gets out on corner 4.
She just forced her way through on that one.
Yeah,
that was willpower.
Strong jammer.
Woo!
Oh, number 363 with a huge offensive hit for Nandicorn gets her out for 4 points.
Yeah, General Carnage has been putting down some excellent offense all game.
Nandicorn re-entering on another scoring pass as Meter Maid is still fighting those white blockers. Nandicorn runs down the inside line and both jammers exit with 4 points. And And the jam comes to its natural conclusion. We've hit the halfway point for this half.
Yeah.
I like that.
Speaking of the lead jams for the North Stars, they have been very skewed. So there's only 7 so far for the team all game. Most of them have been by Commander Hithard. She's gotten 4 of them. Nandicorn with 2, and then Pandemonia with just the 1.
Yeah. Speaking of Pandemonia, she's back out on the track as the jammer for the North Stars, up against, I believe that's Ms. Grizz number 12.
Who has earned lead again.
Yeah. All right, we've got a successful star pass for the North Stars. We have number 72, Captain Chaos, is your new jammer for the North Stars. Ms. Grizz looks over. Now we're just gonna call it.
Yeah, she doesn't want to see Captain Chaos hit that pack.
You know, there's 2 sides of that coin, though, really. You could run it to try to, like, run the clock a little bit more. With a pivot jammer out on the track, you have more opportunity to contain that jammer and still keep scoring points, just to run that clock and just to kind of, like, finish the game with the lead.
Yep, 4-4 is the same as 0-0.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes it boils down to, you know, your blockers and just trusting your blockers as well.
Yep.
All right. On the line, we have number 85, Dame for the Avalanche City, up against.
It was Commander Hithard, but it looks like the cover's off. No, it's still in Commander Hithard's hands.
Huge
and she
apex
is out.
try. Ooh.
She does not look happy about that. And the one-handed call off.
Yeah. Ugh. I'm not sure what happened, if there was contact to the face. She's holding her face, so we'll have to check up on her later.
Sometimes those apex jumps can be dicey. It's a big risk to take, but man, the reward can be very gratifying.
On the pictures at the end?
It's all
when
about
you're
the pictures,
in the
really.
air? I know. Oh, so a huge thanks to all of our photographers, all of our volunteers, all of our medics, all of our everybody. You know, it takes so many people to make this all happen. And then to add to it all the people that make it look good.
Yeah.
You know? So huge thank you to everybody who's involved.
Looks like we have an official review being called by Avalanche City. We will get the details on that to you in a moment.
All right, so we've got a mic in the middle. We'll hear from our head ref, Graffy, here.
Blue team is looking for a high block call on white pivot from last jam.
So I'm not sure if that official review is for the jammer.
It said on white pivot.
Pivot. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they're looking to put a pivot in the box. Okay, interesting.
While the refs deliberate that, let's hear from one of our sponsors, Girls on Track. Did you know by age 14, girls are dropping out of sports at twice the rate of boys? Girls on Track wants to change this stat. Learn more about expanding access to roller derby for girls and their teens at girlsontrackfoundation.org.
All right. So one little tidbit of knowledge here is that one of our own announcers has turned to coach, and Coach Puffy is on the North Stars bench.
We have reviewed the no call, and the no call will stand. Blue does not retain their official review for the second half.
Okay, the high block was denied, so we're going to start this jam with nobody in the penalty box.
And 80 wheels on the track.
The first time I heard that, I was like, wait, what?
I know.
Oh, 80. Yeah, that's a lot.
I know.
All right, Meter Maid out versus Nandicorn.
Yep. Nandicorn removing her star, doing her best to get that star through the pack for its initial pass. Ooh.
But Meter Maid already through for 4 points. Captain Chaos, who received the star, cycled back to the back of the pack and is about to, oh, big hit from 7-3 on the Avalanche, is putting her behind.
All right, so our new jammer for the North Stars is Captain Chaos. And Meter Maid slides down the outside line for another 4 points, as Captain Chaos is brought all the way to the straightaway of corner 2 and 3. Jenna Jamerson with a little bit of offense and defense. It's like switch 1, switch 2. It's impressive to watch. Avalanche City giving some encouragement to those North Star blockers.
Long pack, being called as a no pack. Getting Meter Maid out. Captain Chaos still behind and in this pack. We are over a minute into the jam.
The North Stars reform for the re-entry of Meter Maid. She busts out on the inside line. Nandy Korn doing her best to keep her at bay on corner 2. And Meter Maid gets out another 4 points. With a no pack call, Meter Maid gets that free pass to get out, as Captain Chaos is still doing her best to get through on her initial pass. Ooh, that's a hard-fought jam.
That was our biggest point-scoring jam for a single team so far this game, with 24-0.
Right, we're sitting at 9 minutes left in this game. On the line, we've got number 52, Pandemonia for the North Stars, up against number 12, Ms. Grizz for Avalanche City.
A very open formation for North Stars. Let's see how that works out. Okay, well, they got the knockout on Ms. Grizz, who tried to take an outside line. Now they're back into their tripod.
Oh, and Ms. Grizz gets out on that hot spot for your lead jammer, as Pandemonia is pushed to the outside line. Pandemonia runs through that apex to complete her initial pass as Ms. Grizz re-enters on corner 2.
Pandemonia greedy, looking for some points. She really wants them. So far, the North Stars have only scored 3 times in the second half.
So during this tournament, we actually have 3 different brackets happening. This particular bracket is the WFTDA recognized and sanctioned games. The game that happened previous to this one was the co-ed bracket, so the gender neutral, I guess you could say.
Yep.
And then we also have a ladies bracket as well.
Yep, a women's B team made up of mostly Albertan teams, but also one from Saskatchewan.
Yeah. All right. And North Stars take the lead with Commander Hithard on corner 2.
Commander Hithard really putting the points up on the board for North Stars when they can.
Turning those jets on, coming around the corner. Meter Maid hitting that white wall at the back with Commander Hithard at the front against those blue blockers. Man, what a tight pod. Whew. Commander Hithard to the inside. Jenna Jamerson turns on her offense just in the nick of time, getting Meter Maid out on a scoring pass. Commander Hithard collides with her own blocker, number 19. And number 21, Trip Vicious, hits Commander Hithard to the outside, keeping her at bay. Meter Maid exits the pack on corner 2 for another scoring pass as Commander Hithard is fighting tirelessly, trying to get through that tripod of blue blockers.
She knows they want points, and she is willing to give up some to the other team in order to score them.
North Star blockers are turning offense here quickly, and Commander Hithard looks to the bench and calls it off.
She puts 3 points on the board, though.
A well-deserved 3 points. a common matchup we've had so far in this game. Number 52, Pandemonia from the North Stars, up against number 12, Ms. Grizz. The North Stars will start with only 3 blockers on the track. Ms. Grizz gets out on the outside of corner 1 for your lead jammer. Pandemonia removes her star, gives it to the pivot, so the pass was successful, but the new jammer, was pushed to the inside.
Oh, General Carnage does make it out of the pack. Let's see, is Ms. Grizz going for points? Points and call. Real fast, just 2 in the air, but that's all you need at this point in the game.
That's right. Ooh, we've hit our last 5 minutes of play for this game so far.
This game has been not just fast on the track, but fast in real life.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. At first you think, oh man, this game is kind of, you know, the time is going by really slowly, and then you watch a few jams, you look back at the clock, and there's only 5 minutes left. It's just amazing.
So we got Meter Maid for Avalanche City up against Nandicorn for the North Stars. Oh, Nandicorn with an excellent move, hopping over the tripod on the inside line.
Oh,
Gets
yeah.
lead for the second time this game for her.
Wow, so Nandicorn paid super attention to the reffing and took advantage of the no-pack call, putting her jets on that straightaway, getting through as lead.
Yeah, Meter Maid is hunting her down though, not wanting to see Nandicorn score too many points. Oh, she puts a foot out there, is aware, and cycles herself back to the back of the pack. Both jammers on scoring pass. And the pack has slowed right down. This is a good opportunity to push the opposing tripod into your team's tripod in the front and really crunch them down.
Yeah.
You can generate a lot of opportunities for yourself as a jammer.
Yeah, using that traffic as extra blockers.
It's like a passive offense.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, as a blocker, using that traffic and using the opponent's blockers to keep their own jammer, it's really satisfying.
Absolutely. Yeah, we got Nandicorn coming around for another scoring pass, and Meter Maid's actually having trouble getting out this time. Oh, until right now.
Oh. And she sticks it, just getting her hips around that blocker.
Couple big hits. Nandicorn coming up on the inside, gets the cut track called.
Yeah. So close. Number 363 with a hit on Meter Maid, doing her best to stay inside.
General Carnage has been putting up some huge hits this jam.
Huge, both offense and defense.
Yeah.
You know, on our team, we've had some jammers turn blocker recently, thinking that it might be easier. And you know what? I think, you know, I often get this comment, you know, this is really hard as a blocker. You have so many things to think about. You have to think about offense. You have to think about defense. You have to think about where I am in the formation. Should I go offense? Shouldn't I? Do I need to bridge? It's like there's so much going on as a blocker, and to see the blocking and the caliber out on the track today is really, really impressive.
Absolutely. Okay, North Stars using their final timeout for the game here at 2 minutes and 57 seconds left to go. Score update, Avalanche City sitting at 289, North Stars sitting at 98 points. But those skaters are obviously having fun out there, posing for photos.
You know, go for it.
I see smiles on both sides. That's all I was going to say, please.
Me too. That's so funny. You know, the general feeling from this whole weekend has just been so positive, both on the track and off the track. It's just been a really fun weekend.
Okay, looks like we're starting on a power jam for Ms. Grizz. Nandicorn sitting in the box for that cut track at the end of the last jam.
Ms. Grizz exits on corner 2 after stretching the pack as far as it'll go. Amy Grindhouse is goaded at the back of the pack by Avalanche City. leaving the North Stars with only 3 blockers to fend off that jammer.
Nandicorn is out and looking to get her initial pass through now.
Oh, we've got a power jam for the rated PG North Stars. Amy Grindhouse with a big offensive hit to the inside, getting her jammer out on her initial pass.
Avalanche City is setting up a little bit scattered. There we go. That's a nice looking shape.
Yeah.
Nandicorn pulling to the outside. Steps out though. She sees it.
Yep.
Looking for an offensive sweep, but so far, North Stars have not been able to put anything coordinated together.
We're looking to do some passive offensive help there, trying to pull the pack as far as it'll go, but Avalanche City has denied that stretch.
And now Ms. Grizz is back out of the penalty box, and both jammers are on the track. Ms. Grizz scoring some points.
Nandicorn out with 4 full points on that pass. We'll be going a full 2 minutes on this jam, as both jammers have each served a penalty.
Well, actually, Nandicorn is being pointed at as lead.
Oh.
Because she started in the box.
Interesting. Okay, cool. All right, the pack is at a standstill at corner 2 as that jam comes to its natural end. Whew, we've got 50 seconds left on the clock for this game as the North Stars break the century mark, bringing our score to 297 to 105.
It's got to feel good to get over that century mark. You got to make smaller goals kind
Absolutely.
of when you come to halftime in a game like this. And I'm really glad that they're able to hit that one, that milestone.
Yeah, absolutely. And the pack gets stretched out all the way from the straightaway at corner 4 and 1, all the way to the apex, corner 1 and 2. As Pandemonia exits on her initial pass.
Unimade already through and scoring 4 points. And calling the jam off. Oh, it looks like there was maybe a couple seconds left on the official game time. And Blue has called for an official review. We'll see if this official review will allow another jam.
Yeah, we'll see. I saw a 1 on the board for time when he called it, so it'll be interesting to see if that 1 second was soon enough.
I've seen tighter.
Yeah. All right, so we've got an official review from the rated PG North Stars. Fortunately, we've got a mic on the inside of the track, so we'll hear soon from our head ref, Graffy, to see what this review is about. So I was saying earlier, we have one of our announcer friends as coach for the Avalanche City. I had said it incorrectly earlier. He's with the Avalanche City Rollers, so it's really fun to watch. It's amazing how you can go from one roll to another and back around. So, all right, it appears we've got one more jam.
Okay, I think they just used that official review as a timeout in order to force that extra jam. 2 seconds on the clock.
2 seconds, oh my gosh.
Our last jam is going to have Commander Hit Hard versus Ms. Grizz. Let's see if we can't put any more points up on the board.
Both jammers fighting those blockers to get through. North Stars at the back and Avalanche City at the front. And Commander Hit Hard takes that lead for this last jam. North Stars setting up at the back of the pack. Avalanche City, wow, huge hit on Commander Hit Hard by number 12, Ms. Grizz. We've got a cut track penalty on a blocker from the North Stars as Commander Hit Hard re-enters, doing her best to put more points on that board for this game.
This is Commander Hithard's third time getting lead jam in the second half, which is a significant stat for the North Stars, who have been having a lot of trouble in that category all game.
Commander Hithard is getting some call from the bench. She's still fighting those blockers. As a jammer, sometimes it's really hard, especially when it's really loud in here like it is right now.
That's why a lot of teams have third base coaches, and North Stars actually do out there. But even then.
Yeah. Wow, what a game. What a game. So just a few little stats here coming through from our stats person. Meter Maid in this game scored 192 points so far, well, for this whole game.
Yeah, and that, I mean, looking at Avalanche City's total there, 313, that's a lot of them.
Yeah, that's like more than half. That's like 2/3.
Yeah.
Can I math this morning? Is that right? I think.
It's
right?
pretty close.
Yeah, pretty close, yeah.
A fantastic game. That is the official whistle to conclude it. Avalanche City with 313 points. North Stars with 109. Huge thank you to both teams.
Yeah, so up next, we'll have game number 15, where the evil roller derby Living Dead will take on CRD's Jane Deers. So coming at you at 1 p.m., so that'll be game 15, and that's the B team level ladies teams. So I'm Clumsy Lover.
And I'm Doug Drillmore.
And we'll catch you on the flip side.